The Florida Keys, whether you like it fast or want to take it slow. From Key Largo, Isla Mirada, Marathon, to Key West and the Dry Tortugas, there's something for everyone.
Are you ready to throttle up?
From jet skis to scooters to snorkeling
To the Florida Keys!
to boat tours, we'll show a variety of ways to enjoy this tropical paradise.
So, what are you waiting for? It's time to chill in the Florida Keys.
This is part one of a 4-video series traveling 107 miles down the overseas highway, beginning in Key Largo. Next week, part 2 in Isla Mirada. We'll kayak in the Gulf, show 2 boat tours, snorkeling, a jet ski tour, and feeding the fish. In part 3, we'll take you to Marathon and the Lower Keys, exploring Pigeon Key, Bahia Honda State Park, say hello to a tree named Fred, and do a segment on the Overseas Railroad.
But there was a time when the railroad was the main way to get to Florida's largest city, Key West.
And finally, in part 4, we'll show the Conch Republic.
We'll take you jet skiing 28 miles around Key West with furry water sports.
Explore all the attractions. Take a snorkeling tour with Honest Eco, a sunset wine and cheese sail with Danger Charters, a helicopter tour, and even take you 70 miles beyond the overseas highway.
We'll take you to the turquoise waters and the soft white beaches of the Dry Tortugas. Bailey thinks she's in the Bahamas, Mon. We are going to the Bahamas in a couple of months. The Bahamas are that way.
In this video, we'll explore John Pennekamp Coral Reef Park by kayak, by foot, and by boat.
We'll take you snorkeling in Key Largo with Sundiver.
We'll show you a variety of options for lodging, from RV campgrounds to vacation rentals to motels and resorts, like here at Casa Mirada.
In this video, we show an awesome vacation rental in Key Largo.
So I've got the jacuzzi, the champagne, the key lime cheesecake. All I'm missing is the girl, but I do have a great dog. You want some champagne?
With all 4 videos, we'll show many great eateries, as well as coffee, breakfast, bakeries. We do travel videos across the USA, but in winter and spring, we focus on Florida. Subscribe so you don't miss our Florida Keys videos. Consider a channel membership as we post raw footage, which there is a lot of in this series. I appreciate your comments, memberships, and super chats, as it helps to pay for the expenses of filming. Also, dropping a like and sharing these videos with your friends and family really helps as well, so thank you. Can you smell that key lime pie?
There's a whole lot to see, so let's get started.
I saved a chair for you, so come with us as we explore the Florida Keys.
It's sunrise over the Calusa campground in Key Largo, named after the Calusa Indian tribe, who were some of the first to navigate the waters between the mainland and the Florida Keys in the 1700s, before there was the overseas highway and railroad. We'll come back in a bit to show you the vacation rental, but for now, we'll start our journey in Florida City, where we also stayed as well for a couple of days. This is the southernmost city on the mainland. It's where the Florida Turnpike ends at, drops you down on US 1. If you are on a tight budget, the motels here are pretty cheap, and it's about 30 minutes away from Key Largo. We stayed at this Days Inn. It was about $70 a night in early October. Can't beat that. It was a decent room. From Florida City, it's 20 miles to Key Largo. There's 2 ways to get there, the Card Sound Bridge on the left, and on the right, the more direct route, US 1, as you drive over the Florida Everglades. You enter Key Largo at the Jewfish Creek Bridge. Under the bridge is Gilberts Resort and Marina with a tiki bar, live music. They also have kayak, jet skis, and boat rentals. This Jewfish Creek Bridge is at mile marker 107. That is 107 miles from Key West. The mile markers correlate to the addresses. For example, Gilberts Marina is at 107,900 Overseas Highway. So it helps you to know how far you are from a location you are going to. Now the one exception to that is in Marathon, from mile marker 47 to 60. The addresses there do not correlate to the mile markers. It's morning, time for breakfast. Have a couple of good places I want to show. First, there's Cocoa Plum Place at mile marker 98 on the northbound side. It's a little hard to see from the road because it's covered by trees. Just a beautiful little courtyard under gumbo limbo trees. I came here twice. They have a good selection of baked items. Had a cinnamon cheesecake the first day, and they also have healthy smoothies, juices, and breakfasts. Had a breakfast burrito on the second day. There is also the Pinecraft Bakery close by too, which is accessible from both the northbound and the southbound lanes. This is a Cuban bakery chain you see across South Florida. They are open 24 hours, as well as a wide variety of baked items, espressos, and lattes. They also have a classic Cuban breakfast and lunch menu. Good place to stop if you don't have much time, as you can usually get your food pretty quick.
Good cafe con leche.
So once you enter Key Largo, the Overseas Highway makes a big turn to the south. We're going to make a quick detour to the left to show you what is north of that. Just a half mile north of Highway 1, there's the Dagny Johnson Hammock Botanical State Park with over 6 miles of trails, including a 2¼ mile loop Port Bougainville Trail. And there's the Hammock Spur Trail that cuts the 2½ mile loop trail in half, making it a shorter trail. There are over 80 species of plants and animals. It is $2.50 to enter the park. You pay through the honor boxes.
So you see the Florida Keys not only has great waters, but there's nice trails that you can do.
Back on the Overseas Highway, just another quarter mile south, is the Key Largo Visitor Center. Each section of the Florida Keys has its own visitor center. I found them very helpful getting good info. You can also pick up info on Key West. And another couple of miles down the highway, on the right, a famous landmark, the Caribbean Club. It opened in 1938, making it the oldest bar in the Upper Keys. It also served as a filming location for the 1947 movie Key Largo. Today, it's still a great hangout for food and drink, with karaoke on Wednesdays, live music on weekends. One of the best places to catch a sunset in Key Largo. The 1982 song, Key Largo, also references that movie. It was by Bertie Higgins, who turned out to be a one-hit wonder. Key Largo is still ranked as one of the 100 greatest one-hit wonders of the 80s. You can rent a kayak or paddleboard here with Florida Bay Outfitters. Next to the Caribbean Club, at the Bayside Inn, is Jimmy Johnson's Big Chill, a sports bar and grill with a pool. It's a little more expensive than the Caribbean Club, but has a bigger menu, more variety, more livelier. I'm having mahi fish tacos. Bailey said the mahi was very delicious. In our video 4 years ago, Bella and I had the lobster pizza. Runs about $40, but that was great too. Now, the number one attraction of Key Largo. It's John Pennecamp's Coral Reef Park. It is $8 per vehicle, plus 50 cents per person. A single occupant is $4.50. With 350 parking spots, on weekends and holidays, parking can fill up, so come early. I suggest start by going to the Visitor Center. There's a pretty good museum and aquarium here, where you can learn and see the marine creatures of the coral reef. Also an auditorium where nature videos are played.
The lionfish has the ability to lay 2 million eggs a year.
And near the entrance, there's a really good interactive display to familiarize yourself with the surrounding reefs and shipwreck areas. It shows the 6 more shallow reefs that are good for snorkeling, giving a little info about each. The Dry Rocks Reef, where the Christ of the Deep statue is at. Then it shows the 4 shipwrecks and 4 other reefs that are good for diving. Again, showing info for each. You can pause the video to read a little about each site. The whole length of the Florida Keys is a marine sanctuary, from Biscayne Bay in Miami, all the way to the Dry Tortugas that we'll see in our 4th video. Next to the Visitor Center is a shop where you can buy snorkeling supplies and snacks, or book your boat tours and kayak rentals, which is what we are going to do. 4 hours is $45 for a single kayak or $55 for a double. Canoes and paddleboards are $35. They do allow dogs in the park and in the kayak. They just can't go in the water or on the beaches. The water is so calm.
Oh, thank you.
I didn't go very far because I had limited time. Was doing the snorkeling tour on the same day. You can also do the 2.5-hour glass bottom boat ride here. $55 for adults or $30 for kids 4 to 11. 3 and under are free. Dogs are not allowed on this boat, but they are allowed on the Key Largo Princess, which we'll show in a bit. And there's snorkeling trips that depart 4 times a day. Now, you can snorkel here within the park, or there's several companies outside the park, which is what we'll do. And there's Cannon Beach, where there's artifacts from a 1750 Spanish shipwreck. Another good reason here to get a cargo dog backpack. You can bring your dog to places they might otherwise not be able to go. I put a link here. Here, you might be able to see marine creatures or reef fish. You can also camp here. There's 42 RV campsites with 30 and 50 amp and 110 outlets. Most can accommodate a rig of up to 40 feet. And there's the Blue Heron Cafe inside the park where you can get an omelet or pulled pork sandwich, among other items. Across the street from Pennekamp Park is John's General Store. This is a great vintage setting to pick up a bite to eat, as there's multiple food trucks here and picnic tables, as well as an old-style front porch to enjoy your food or ice cream. Inside, you can pick up groceries, snacks, souvenirs, or clothing. They also have key lime pie by the slice or whole pies. Also here is the Lazy Lobster with seafood, pastas, chicken, and steaks, reasonable prices, with seating in a tiki-style tropical courtyard. And next door is the Sundiver Snorkel Tours gift shop and ticket center, where you also find more food trucks. This is not where you board the boats, just where you buy supplies and get info. Where you board the boat is 3 miles down the overseas highway at the marina where the Key Largo Princess is at. Sundiver also has a little booth here on the north side of the waterway and the boat on the south side of the waterway. There's a nice Holiday Inn right at the marina. You can use the restrooms in the pool area of the Holiday Inn. There's also a Courtyard by Marriott on the north side of the waterway. With the snorkeling trips and boat tours, you get a nice ride down this channel that leads out to the Atlantic. We passed by the Rainbow Reef Dive Center if you want to do a more serious dive. They have packages that also include lodging at either the Courtyard by Marriott or Holiday Inn. Also, you see gorgeous mansions on the way out to the ocean. Captain Joe and Justice give the safety briefings as we head out. If you have never snorkeled before, don't worry, because they will walk you through everything. Dogs are not allowed, but service animals okay, if you have someone staying with the animal on the boat while you snorkel. During prime season, they have 3 to 4 tours a day, all lasting 2.5 hours. It takes about 30 minutes to travel out and 30 minutes back, so you get at least an hour of snorkeling time. We are snorkeling at Wheeler's Reef. Sundiver also goes to the Christ of the Deep statue. While that would have been nice, I think this reef is a little more colorful. It's $65 for adults, $55 for children 12 and under. If you have someone that just wants to ride along and not snorkel, it's $50. They provide the mask, fins, and floaties. You just need to bring the snorkel, which you can purchase at their gift shop. The coral reefs of Key Largo are North America's only living coral barrier reefs. There's multiple snorkeling companies in Key Largo, but Sundiver really makes it very convenient. As we travel back to the marina, there's Skipper's Dockside Grill. This is an old Florida-style bar and grill with seating overlooking the waterway. And you can see the coral reefs without getting into the water by Glass Bottom Boat. There's the Key Largo Princess, and as mentioned before, they are pet friendly. It's $58 for adults, $32 for children 11 and under for a 2-hour tour. They go out to the Molasses Reef, another nice ride into the Atlantic to see the colorful waters. Then once at the reef, you go inside on the first deck to see the reef from the glass under the vessel. And there's also the African Queen, a 1912 steamboat built in England, was featured in the 1951 movie African Queen. It is $65 for adults, $30 for children 4 to 12. Now, before we show you some more great waterside dining, it's time to chill as we head back to the vacation rental at the Calusa Resort.
Such a great way to relax after a day of snorkeling at John Pennekamp State Park.
Surprisingly, many of your vacation rentals or even resorts do not have hot tubs in the Keys. This is Calusa Paradise LLC. It's pet friendly. A 3-bedroom house with all the amenities of home, full kitchen, washer and dryer, great Wi-Fi, a barbecue and lounge area on the ground floor. Very comfortable, and the host Elizabeth was great. In fact, she lined up a boat tour with My Keys Tours that we'll see in next week's video in Isla Mirada. You also have the amenities of the campground here, including a pool with a sun deck overlooking the Gulf, hammocks on the water, basketball and tennis courts, and the location is ideal, just a couple of miles from Pennekamp Park and only a mile from the Publix grocery store, which we love Publix because they have so much prepared food. It allows you to save a little money on your vacation. And a mile north of the Calusa campground is Hobo's Cafe, one of the more highly rated eateries of Key Largo. And a mile south of the Calusa campground is Snook's Bayside, a pet-friendly open-air dining seafood restaurant with a wooden deck overlooking the Gulf, or you can sit right on the beach. Cruisin' Tiki's Key Largo is here with day and night 90-minute cruises. It's $60 per person, or a sunset cruise $80. Next door to Snook's is the Bayside Grill and Sunset Bar. This is one of the few outdoor restaurants, though, that is not pet-friendly. And another quarter mile south is Miss Mac's Kitchen. This is a homey rustic place decorated with license plates, serves seafood and steaks. Unfortunately, didn't have time to stop there, but it's another good restaurant you might want to check out. And our last business in Key Largo is the Blonde Giraffe Key Lime Pie Factory. Also has chocolate dip key lime pie on a stick. So, if you've never driven through the Keys, driving through Key Largo, you might think it's not that impressive. Well, that's because Key Largo is one of the wider islands, but as we head south, that's about to change. The islands get narrower, and you'll see more water scenery. Starting at Tavernier, we have 41 bridges to cross before Key West, and the scenery is going to get better and better. On the right, the Tavernier Creek Marina, where Abanos on the Creek is at, a little Cuban cafe. On the other side of the highway, you can rent kayaks with Paddle the Florida Keys. And there's What's the Fish, a counter-served seafood place with crab cakes and lobster. Well, we end this video 90 miles from Key West. Way off in the distance is Isla Mirada, where we'll pick up our journey in next week's video. This video a little on the shorter side, but the next 3 videos are going to be a lot longer. I'd love to hear feedback on things you've done in Key Largo or on this video and what you want to see in the rest of the series. The next 3 videos are going to be really good. You don't want to miss them. We are Tampa Aerial Media. We film travel videos across the USA. For stock footage, or if you would like us to film your travel-related business or vacation rental, contact us at info@tampaaerialmedia.com. Thank you for watching, and thanks for the comments, super chats, subscriptions, and memberships. Very much appreciated. From Key Largo, I wish blessings to you, wherever you may be. See you next week in Isla Mirada.